What is up, fam? Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to my life movie. If you watched yesterday's life movie, you know that I am wearing the same clothes. It's only because I am gonna go exercise. I am in Denver, Colorado, far away from Florida, and I'm excited about my adventures, and I'm excited that you get to be a part of those adventures. So I got crust on my eyes. Just woke up. There is still snow on some of the mountains. Yeah, the mountains are really far. Well, not that far. They look far though. What the hell? This is the gym? I wanted to work out my shoulders today. Guess I'm gonna do some cardio. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll go with that one. Ended up doing the bike instead. This thing, I don't know, felt like it was gonna fall apart or something. Melissa, my name is Melissa. I am so sexy. She's very sexy. So if you missed yesterday's video, it wasn't even an hour that we left. Something happened to my daughter. It's not clickbait, like something really did happen to her. She got burned, and I mentioned this. What happened was my cousin Ari had a lamp on her nightstand and it didn't have the lampshade on it, and Malia bumped into it and it kind of fell and hit her in the side. It didn't hit her, but it burned her, and this is what it looks like. Yeah.
It's a good blister.
Poor baby, that must burn so bad. And then silly her put ice on it. Like, if you ever get burned, never put ice on it. Even though that might seem like it will help, problem is as soon as you take the ice off, it starts burning immediately, and you have to have the ice on there. Burned my hand plenty of times on flat irons and curling irons in my hairdresser days, and I know the tricks. Best thing to do is get some Bactine or like a numbing spray, like for minor cuts and burns. But Malia is okay. Let's get out of the city though. Our best adventures are away from the hustle and craziness. It's the weekend, there's a big city, we need to get out of here. Let's go towards the mountains.
Let's do it.
What do you think of the mountains?
They're beautiful.
Well, we're in Denver. It's a big city. It's gonna get pretty, that's why we're taking a drive right now to, I have no idea where we're going. We really have no idea where we're going right now. I just put some random address on my GPS away from Denver, and that's where we're going right now. Towards the mountains too. Random address towards the mountains. I've never seen mountains with like grass on them like that. So is this a little prettier?
It's beautiful.
Okay. Melissa just doesn't like the city. This is gorgeous. We do get sort of geeked out when it comes to mountains. I mean, anytime I go anywhere where there's hills and mountains, it's just, I don't know, so breathtaking. Whoa. Melissa was saying, hey, how fun would it be to go sledding down that? Wow. I want to give a special shout out to these guys right here on their bikes. Like, that is not fun at all.
They look tired.
Yeah, poor guy. Woo! So we are in a town called Georgetown, and it's breathtaking. It's just, wow. And Melissa's geeking out too. And we got this cool creek right here. Wow.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful here? Just a minute ago, we thought we saw a dog like dying. I was about to jump in the water and get him. Yeah, look, he's gonna go in there again. There he goes right there. Whoa! Oh no! That dog is a savage. There he goes again. Where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. Good job. So we ended up in this little town, a little bit, it's actually the next town over from Georgetown. It's called Silver Plume. It's also known as the Living Ghost Town. This is really neat. Check this out. This must have been their jail back in the day. The Silver Plume Jail. It was built in 1875. One of the chief tenants was Jack MacDonald, a Scottish-Irish miner and a previous owner of the 730 mine. The jail closed in 1915. Let's get a closer look. Boy, it's kind of creepy in there. Looks like a sauna. Man, that's dope. All the little houses here, they look like doll houses. You know, see that right there? It's like sitting on top of rocks. Wow. Imagine one of these big rocks falling on you. Guess Melissa was telling me it happened to somebody recently. Anything cool in there?
You can't really see.
Oh yeah. Dude, is this granite? I think it is granite rock. Dang, that's cool. All this is granite.
That's how they make granite?
Yeah, they take this and buff it out, and this is like that reddish granite.
So pretty.
You know, it goes through a process. That is awesome. Man, all these houses are so neat looking.
Very spring.
Huh. Really does look like a ghost town. Oh, look at the church. It's open too. Want to go inside? I just want to take a peek in there. It still is a church. They're doing like wedding plans, I think. This is a pretty gnarly house.
It's a museum.
It is?
It's open.
Oh, I seen this museum online. They say it's haunted. This is the George Rowe Museum, and yes, it is haunted. It used to be an old public school at one point, and they say that you can sometimes upstairs hear children giggling, and people have even seen them sitting on the couches. We're gonna go up there in a second. They still have the original classroom set up here. Let's go check it out. So guys, this is Cynthia here, and I just want to give her a very special shout out, because a few minutes ago I came in here with no money, and she said, hey, you're more than welcome to walk around and you can give me a check later. That is one of the nicest gestures ever. So big shout out to Cynthia, and she's been helping us out, giving us some interesting facts about the place. I'm mistaken this. I'm going to show you right now. I thought these were maracas, but they're not maracas. So if you don't know what a maraca is, it's a Spanish instrument where you know, and yeah, those aren't maracas. Those are actually weights from the athletic club in town. This place is really cool. I thought it was a courthouse at first. And you can see here we have like a fire engine. The place has some crazy history though. I'm gonna try to see if we can do like an overnight video here, but I have to get permission first. There's a fiddler that you can sometimes hear here in Silver Plume. And he killed himself, I think, close to this monument right here. And he dug himself a shallow grave. Pretty crazy stuff. You could look this up online, but people can still hear this fiddler sometimes here. And I mean, just Silver Plume is a very small town. It is an old silver mining town, and this is what it used to look like. There it is right there. Now, if you didn't know, silver used to actually be like, you know, the dollar, you know, like silver was a big part of our economy. You know, that's why they call it like the silver dollar. I'm pretty sure, yeah. They used to actually make silver dollars out of silver, but I'm thinking more or less like the dollar was worth, you know, silver. It equated to, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take you down Main Street here in a little bit, but these are old pictures. Silver Plume is very, very small. I guess there was like 2,000 people here at one time, which is quite a bit. And here's the schoolhouse right there, 1894. We're gonna go in here in the old classroom. This place has to be spooky at nighttime. Oh, so cool. Oh, they got a piano? That's a wood-burning furnace right there. That's probably original too. I'm sure they refurbished it, or restored it, sorry. Go some more maracas right there. It costs $5 to come here. This is why I wanted to get out of Denver, or like a big city, you know what I mean? You come to the small towns and that's where a lot of the history, I mean, not saying that there's no history in big places, but I think you could enjoy things a little bit more when there's less of a crowd. You feel me? They used to, back in the days, you know, they didn't have iPhones with flashlights on them built in. So they would hook up that candle right there and this pick would go into the wall. That's how they would be able to see in the mines. And of course they got lanterns here. Where did all this come from? This was from George Rowe, like he collected this stuff?
A lot of items were, but then others will have names like,
okay,
just
neato.
like donated or a loan. A lot of things were loaned by people who were no longer living, so they never came and got them back. And those are some of the rocks that came out of the mines here, as well as other locations in the county.
Oh, look at that. It looks like gold.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be nice if that was a chunk of gold.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's still silver out here.
Oh, definitely.
There's got to be so much of it.
There's tons of silver and gold as well.
Gold too, yeah.
It's just to have a commercial mine now would cost too much.
It wouldn't.
Value.
Right. Well, this is very similar to the rocks that are around us right now, right? Yeah. Is that is granite? Okay, it is granite.
Don't take it for granted.
Is that an old barber chair? Or no, that's a dentist chair.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look at how the drill was operated by foot. So you'd have to, like, if you were a dentist, you'd hold the drill and you'd be going like
Oh,
that.
gosh.
I don't know, unless they had an assistant to do it.
Maybe they did, yeah.
Because that could be really, I mean, how do you keep your hand steady while you're pumping with your foot?
Oh, man. I am so glad to be in the now.
Yes.
Then. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. What was the guy's name that committed, the fiddler that committed suicide?
Clifford Griffin from Shropshire. Did you see the manor that he grew up in?
No.
This is where he grew up.
Oh, okay.
And then he comes out to the mountains of Colorado and...
To fiddle for people?
Yeah, well, he was...
Is that him right there?
No, because this was built after he died.
Okay.
It's just a tourist who made the hike.
Oh, he was actually... Oh, he was 40 years old. Wait, am I doing my math
that's
right? Okay, he was 40. We're going upstairs now. This is where they say you can hear the children giggling. Oh, there's a woman by the name of Sarah that has been seen here too. She was a caretaker of, I'm not sure if it was after, pretty sure it was after the school. Whoa.
Isn't the clothes like so cool? Like they were hats.
They were so classy back in the day.
I was just gonna say that.
Like that was normal, like every day around the house. Like they were super fancy. This is the couch that two little boys have been seen before. Right there.
I love history like this. I didn't like history in high school, but I like history. And if I could have went to places like this in high school, it would have been amazing.
This would make a cool field trip.
Oh, you scared me.
What was that?
I don't know. I heard it though.
These are really old photos. Look cool. Look at that baby outfit. Man, even the guys, man, look how much swag they had back in the day. And look at those mustaches. Those are so dope. Look at this guy's stash. They're all clean cut. These guys look like brothers for sure. Now this is still being used, this method, but this is how curling irons used to be. They would put the curlers like in a stove and they would heat up like that. And there's a crimping iron. But there's some salons that still... What was that?
I don't know. Maybe someone's outside.
Where?
Like a Christmas fern?
It's called I think a spruce? Yeah, it does look like a Christmas. Wow. I heard like little kids right now too. If you're ever in the area, and I want to say this was like an hour and a half away from Denver. If you're ever in the area, check out the George Road Museum. That's a carriage, like a baby carriage. Oh, that's the principal's office. Look at this.
For you kids that do not know, those are the encyclopedias up there.
We had encyclopedias. I think we were like the last generation of encyclopedias. You know, 90s kids. I could be wrong though. Another thing that I was probably the last generation of, I was in first grade when they eventually stopped it, but principals used to give butt whoopings.
Yes, my mother had that when she was a kid, so it wasn't really that long ago.
No, like I had it. It was in first grade. So you were in kindergarten. If you didn't know, I'm a year older than Melissa. So you were the last year of butt whoopings. Because when I went to second grade, they stopped with butt whoopings.
Yeah, I didn't ever get a butt whooping.
So you know, in this principal's office, there was a lot of butt whoopings going on up in here. Well, maybe not. Maybe the kids were pretty good. Do you think like, I don't know, like do you think kids were more behaved because they were...
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Let me know in the comments if you think we should bring back butt whoopings in school.
I don't think we should bring back butt whoopings, but I think we need to bring back more respect and discipline, and parents just let their kids do whatever, and we're afraid to
We need
spank
more
our kids.
butt whoopings. I was kidding.
We're afraid to spank our kids because you'll go to jail.
You know what? I was spanked as a kid. Personally, I don't believe in... I have never spanked my kids. My kids are way better kids than I was. I don't know if it's just because, I don't know, it's weird. Like they're better in school. Like I was a bad kid. Bad. And I got butt whoopings all the time. And like Max and Ethan, like I didn't give them butt whoopings. Mm-hmm. When they were like little babies, not little babies, but when they were like toddlers, you know, you'd spank them on the butt. You know what I mean? Like just, but maybe it was just like a year. I think after that they were just...
the problem why we took away butt whoopings is because people couldn't understand about butt whooping to a beating. Kids were getting beat. severely, and that's why they stopped it.
Like the nuns in Catholic school, they would smack your hands with a ruler. I mean, I don't think that's that bad. I don't know. I think there's other ways to punish kids though too. But yeah, I'm wondering, do you think kids were more respectful then, or do you think they're more respectful now? I want to know in the comments. And do you think it has anything to do with butt whoopings? Curious. This is their fire station right here. It's still here. Definitely something you don't see every day. Like this old school bridge going over a real beautiful creek. Creek. You can still see some snow up in the mountains too. Not a lot, but a little bit. There's another old church right there. What did this little town remind you of?
It's a scary movie, actually.
Reminds me of Beetlejuice. Yeah, like the old Beetlejuice town.
They only had the bridge.
Yeah. Oh look, it says bread over there. Oh, I heard a train. It's like a bar or something. The living ghost town. We should just walk through here at nighttime.
That would be pretty cool, but do you think people get hurt?
Maybe, because there are people that live here, but not very many people live here. 2,000 people used to live in this small town. It's actually a lot. I think I was flying my drone right here a little bit ago. Hey, look, an old outhouse. No way. What is up, fam? If you're wondering where I'm at, I'm in a bed and breakfast. Just Melissa and me staying tonight. It's pretty creepy too. This happens to be a haunted bed and breakfast. It is called the Rose Street Bed and Breakfast. Eating some leftover Vietnamese food. Here you go. Supposedly there's a girl named Elizabeth that haunts this house. And they did her funeral right there. That's where they had her casket. I'm gonna start ending this video. I do appreciate you being a part of this adventure today. And thanks for being a part of my everyday vlogs, or almost everyday vlogs.